Alright, this is my own bunkered temple design. This was inspired by Maverick and all the cool bases that he has built that Jay Tellis has used from Maverick's bases. There was a lot of requirements, but there's only one real requirement for this when I was designing it, and it was to look very good. But some other stuff too, some other unimportant stuff. But the main important thing is that I'm super lazy, so I wanted it to be a 2x2. So instead of one of these older 2x2 expansions that everyone does, you can just build the same temple. It looks fantastic, number one. It is twice the raid cost for just like a little bit more upkeep, not really. But again, it's just a 2x2. We got front door bunkers. We got an internal shell ring. It does have a bedroom on the opposing side of our jump up. And again, very standard 2x2 stuff going on right here. If you haven't seen one of these 2x2s, I don't know if you play the game. Our first shooting floor is filled with tons of peaks, and again, all of our windows are blocked with building blocks like triangle roofs. We have 6 door controlled, double door controlled peaks, or garage door controlled peaks that are unsqueezable for 360 degree coverage around the temple. And we do utilize this door and wall pattern to get all of our 16 door sockets and the full walls divide splash. We have 2 different controlled door peaks for our bunker entrances with a single door on each side. And up to our second shooting floor, we will have these Brutalist skin utilized cheater peaks in the windows. Or if you do get to a high grade, you can upgrade them to sheet metal, and you do have a second peak right here, but it's just like downwards, but you can shoot through that, and it's crazy pixel gap, literally, like I don't think anybody can see you. And then you can just continue on with our shooting floor. Again, we ring around for all 16 doors used, and every window is blocked with a building piece right up to the roof access. We can leave this roof open or leave it off sealed like this for like a large furnace style roof. Alright, so it's incredibly cheap at only 264 HQM, 50k metal, and 6k stone to build totally. Upkeep is at 82 HQM, 17k metal, 2k stone, and the raid cost is at 39 rockets minimum from any direction. Our first stage is a standard 2x1 stage. You could do a different 2x2. Second stage, very standard. Everyone's seen this. Third stage, a little weird, just adding a front door jump down, very standard. Then it gets super weird, and we could add some crazy compounds. Here's some building codes for the full temple and the current temple with the compound. Alright, it's super easy to build. Obviously, it's just a 2x2. The only thing you need to do is lay out your twig pattern for your 2x2 honeycomb, just like this. You need to lay out your 2x2 pattern like that. And to ensure you can fit your temple, you're going to choose which side, whatever 2 sides you want your doorways on, your bunker doorways. You're going to go ahead and do a full hexagon and a raised triangle on each side. Just like that. You need to ensure that fits for your bunkers. And on the other 2 opposing sides, you're going to line it with 3 2x1s of squares going out like this. Just like that. And now you know your 2x1 fits, so you can go ahead and do whatever starter base you want. I like this one, just like this. However you want to do it, whatever you want to do with your 2x1 L-shaped starter base. We're going to do the bunker 2x2. Very standard, simple, common bunker. We're going to do a raised foundation triangle in the front of our square opening for our door, and we're going to honeycomb off that side. Alright, once you have this standard roof bunker 2x2 startup here, you have a nice bunker for your offline protection early wipe, just like this. You're going to go ahead and upgrade, obviously just standard 2x2 upgrade, do the second layer of your walls by upgrading those and all of these triangles accordingly around your base. Alright, once all of those have been upgraded for your second honeycomb layer, you do need your exit to be on a square. So if you did choose your square side right by the bunker, like I did here, I'm going to use this square as my drop down. So we're going to go ahead and do this standard drop down like this. And I want this for my jump up upwards. And then we'll just go ahead and honeycomb or not honeycomb yet, either way. You do want the second layer honeycomb. We'll just go ahead and seal everything off here. Make sure you honeycomb this one as well in the doorway. And the important thing here, if you're doing it like I like to do it, I like to have this exit towards the triangles so all of these can be dividers. So I'm going to put the exit forward here to the third floor and surround it like this, which will be a very vulnerable wall in the beginning. So if you do have a, I mean, not really, it says on the third floor, but if you do have a garage door, you can go there first. I mean, it'd be the same if there was another door on facing the other direction. Anyways, you would just continue down like this for your jump up and choose one triangle off the drop down square to the left or right. Doesn't matter, to be your exit. And you're gonna do 2 double doors like this and wrap your drop down around like this. And this does need to be the opposite direction, but since we are doing it stone first, we can rotate it when we upgrade it to metal later. We are just going to door this off. And now once you have the stage 3 2.5, stage 2.5 of your base with this second layer going to be honeycombed. All right, now for stage 2.5, you can put a door, a double second door here, or an airlock. All right, once you have the second, your honeycomb up to the second floor and your exit towards your honeycomb on your third floor, we are just going to go ahead and continue and upgrade everything to sheet for our second layer. By this time you should have metal. This way you can access those foundations right here. All right, and then once the first ring of your honeycomb is upgraded to sheet metal, we're just going to go straight into more sheet metal because at this point it's not that bad. And you're just going to put the third wall on your entire floor plan here, just like this. You're going to upgrade this one to sheet and rotate it. And you want the third wall on each one of these, just like this. And that does mean on one side there would just be the triangle and the center would be the third wall. So we have this extra opposite of our jump down for a bedroom. Now once the full third wall layer is also sheet on your first layer of your base, you are going to want to upgrade everything on the outside as well to this one for sheet metal or honeycomb. We could always upgrade the inside later. We need our honeycomb to sheet metal as well on the second layer before we cover up everything with our roof pieces. And now that everything is doubly sheet metal, your third wall and second wall on the first floor and the second wall on the third floor, during this process while we are upgrading this, we are going to want some windows for just to be able to defend ourselves while we're upgrading and everything. So on your bunker side, makes sense. So on the bunker sides, both of your bunker sides, on this middle triangle center, we don't need it for our wall count. So we're going to do a half wall and then a single doorway, and then a half wall, just like that. And I'll go ahead and upgrade everything to its maximum here, with the end state would be. And on the other side, we'll do the same thing, half wall, single door frame, half wall, and then you can put this floor here or later, doesn't matter. Then you are just going to do a window and double door frames throughout here for your shooting floor. And the same thing on these two sides. Window, lowered single door frame, 3 double door frames. And I like to do center walls like these, just like this. So we have to go all the way around every wall. And these 3 sides right here down on your squares, they're just extra honeycomb. We don't need anything there. We could just wall that off. And we want 3 double door frames on all 3 sides of here for our triple beaks. And you can choose one of these squares. I did not choose one of the squares. You can choose one of these squares, or technically one of the triangles, to go ahead and use as a jump up. I like to use one of the squares just for like your tier 3 or your other workbench or whatever, or like a little open core here. But you can go ahead and seal everything off with the jump up. And again, I like to do it towards the honeycomb like this. That way we can have an airlock and put a window or single full wall here that we'll upgrade to armored later, just like this. And now that you have your full windowed floor with your door wraparounds with the double doors to open everything, you're ready to build all the wall frames up for your temple finally. And we can go ahead and upgrade our raised triangle foundation and our second square and connect these with 3 triangles on each side, just like that. And then we could upgrade this one, break those for a diamond, and that is our bunker entrance. And then we're going to connect each of our squares and repeat that on each side, just like shown here. You can upgrade the center one, and you don't need those two. You could use that for oil refineries. Now that you have all of those 4 hexagons in the corner around your bunker with the squares, you can go ahead and fill out your bedroom on this side, which we can use this full area for a bedroom, however you want to do it. It doesn't matter to me at all. You could use whatever you want for your bedroom, whatever peaks. All right, then once you have whatever bedroom you want opposite your jump down, on the center square on each side for your peaks, you're going to pull out 2 wall frames tall like this. Not that one, like this. And you're going to repeat that on the center square, which is opposite. This is your jump up right here. And we'll have that for the jump up, just like this. And then we only want the inside 1 frame on this side, which means you can leave these ones stone because we are doubling up on them, and we could have 1 square frame later as metal. So those ones you don't really need metal, but these ones do need to be metal. You only want them on the inside, just like this, closest to the center square, just like that. We're going to repeat that on both sides. And once you have these frames in place, you can place these triangle frames on each side of your single doorways, just like that. And then we want a outward square frame on each of these. Sorry, outward square frame on each one of these, and then an inward triangle floor just like this. Then we want a triangle frame connecting those, just like that. We're going to repeat that on this side as well, just like that. And now finally, for our bunkered entrance, we want a door frame here. You can choose a window or a full wall, a doorway there, and a doorway to this side of the shell. And these 2 walls will be slanted down with the roof, so we want 2 full walls right there, just like that. And then you want all of these floors right here, just like that. We're going to repeat that on this side as well. All right, now once you have those floors, you're finally ready to put all your roof temple things up. We're just going to go ahead and line all of the roofs on our first layer to create our first bunker entrance, so we don't need to be door camped everywhere. And just like that, after you put all the roof pieces on your first bunker layer, just to ensure you don't get any errors later, we do just want to get these top 2 up here, same direction, just like that. All right, once we have all of our frames there, we're finally ready to finish the base. And with that, we are going to put all windows on our 4th floor, all the way around, just like this. And we will leave 1 or 2 of these for a jump up to our storage floor, and you can continue to add more floors up. We're just going to seal off that 4th floor with 2 empty triangles like that for a jump up. And now we are finally ready to seal off our shooting floor, and you can use windows on each side. I like to use windows or half walls. You can use half walls for larger peaks, but sometimes it'll be a bit easier for people to soft side stuff. But we're just going to put a half wall and surround each square with windows and put a half wall in the end, just like that. All right, once you have the half wall and windows all along those, you're finally going to be able to finish out your roof plan for your second floor, just like this. All right, now once you have that roof floor plan at any point in time here, you could have done this, cover that soft side or your bunker entrance, just like that. And then we're going to put a full roof, square roof on our half wall for our peaks, and then triangle roofs in between, just like this, to block all of our windows and give us nice angles everywhere, just like that. And then we will put one more triangle roof above these triangle roof, like so, just like that. And then we can either seal this off completely, like a large furnace base, like shown in the intro, like that. We could do a large furnace base roof style like this. We can add an additional half wall here. And on this side, add an additional half wall. And then we can have a mountain style roof with more peaks on each side. And then you can add some windows here like this, or whatever you want to do here. I don't know what you would want to do. You can add it and build it up like this. And then you could even continue to seal it like this for more storage like that, like a Batman style. Last step for the peaks, put the square floor frame right here, and you could do one right above the single door frame. You can do a triangle or a square that both block the window, but the square is harder to rocket by. All right, now this is very important for your upkeep. Only everything is shown here needs to be HQM. Everything else is redundant. I've done many tests on this for every angle. We just need, for this exact video, 2x2, you just need the 2x1 HQM for the full foundations and walls, and we want all the floors HQM, just like that. And then we need our high foundation, obviously HQM, because we don't get to utilize the 2 walls, but we don't need these because we have our 2 walls there. And we go up to our second floor and we want these ceilings above us, these 3, also HQM, and the first wall outside of our honeycomb layer to our drop down HQM, as well as the single triangle above that airlock HQM. And likewise, if you have your jump up in the 2x2 towards the square, you don't need this HQM wall, but if you have it just like I do here, you need this one wall HQM as well. And now you have everything for an equal raid cost. It is all the HQM required. It's under 300 HQM total to make the base super easy for a solo. Super nice, super easy.